A very good evening. You're joining Prime TV News with me, Vibhuda Vijayabandara. First, let's look at today's headlines. Sri Lanka will mark the completion of Kaluganga Reservoir project tomorrow. Sajith Premadasa emphasizes that he will protect unitary status of Sri Lanka. Gotabaya Rajapaksa says he is committed to create a prosperous country by improving agricultural sector. 600 billion rupees from Tamil diaspora to establish cooperative banks in the north. Iran to inject uranium gas into centrifuges. And now for the news in detail. Sri Lanka will mark the completion of Kaluganga Reservoir project, with President Maithripala Sirisena opening the sluice gates of the reservoir tomorrow. The Kaluganga Reservoir project comes under the Mega Moragaha Kanda Kaluganga Multi-Purpose Development Project, considered to be the irrigation marvel of the 21st century. The water capacity of the Kaluganga Reservoir is 248 million cubic meters, and the length and the height of the main dam is 618 meters and 68 meters respectively. The project will meet the water demands of 3,000 families who have been resettled at the lower valley of Kaluganga. It will supply water to nurture 2,000 acres of irrigation land, and the excess water will be released to the Moragaha Kanda Reservoir. A 9-meter-long canal has been constructed for this purpose. The project will be instrumental in developing agricultural activities by increasing the water supply to Old Amanganga, Yodaala, Wayaminneria, Giritale, Kaudulla and Kantale. In addition, this will also enable 40,000 families to cultivate in both Yala and Maha seasons. Pasindu Mihiran, one of the top 10 inventors of the Korea International Youth Olympiad 2019, who invented modified yogurt cup to prevent spreading of mosquitoes, met President Maithripala Sirisena at the President's office yesterday. President appreciated the talent shown by Pasindu. A grade 11 student of Gokarala Central College won a gold medal with a special award for his invention and presented him with a computer for his studies. Korea International Youth Olympiad 2019, which aims at fostering global leadership through creativity and teamwork, was held on October 5th and 6th in Seoul, Korea, with the participation of over 400 new inventors representing 37 countries. Presidential candidate Sajith Premadasa emphasizes that he will protect unitary status of Sri Lanka and will give foremost place for Buddhism.
රටම එකට එක් වනාද දිනයේ සිව්සිය දහසින් හදවත් බැඳුනා එක්ව ඉදිරියට යන මඟ හැදුනා එක්ව ඉදිරියට යන මඟ හැදුනා.
Sajith Premadasa made the comment at a public rally held at Hanguranketa. He noted that all faiths and religions in the country will be protected and supported by his future rule. A large number of people have been flocked in the rally to support the presidential hopeful. Addressing the gathering, Sajith Premadasa stressed that rulers need to have better understanding of hot-button issues of the general public. Presidential candidate Sajith Premadasa said that his policy manifesto has been created with his experience in politics, which expands more than 25 years. The presidential candidate noted that he considered the needs of the common people as he worked at the grassroots level throughout his political career. Sajith Premadasa also promised to implement a comprehensive plan for agricultural sector. He stated that his program will revolutionize the country's agriculture and no necessity will arise to import agricultural productions from foreign countries under his plan. The presidential candidate said that even he is determined to export crops to foreign countries. Sajith Premadasa also highlighted that his administration will eliminate corruption and fraud. He also promised that not to give any space to terrorism and drug menace.
තලයේ රටම එකට එක් වනාද දිනයේ සිව්සිය දහසින් හදවත් බැඳුනා එක්ව ඉදිරියට යන මඟ හැදුනා.
Meanwhile, another public gathering to extend support to the presidential candidate was held at the Nil Danda Hinnapola area in Valapani. Sajid Premadasa said that 20,000 rupee nutrition package given to the pregnant mothers will be increased to 30,000 rupees. The presidential candidate stated that his policy document covers all the strata from unborn children to the elders. He noted that country's youth are yearning on digital transformation that is present in the developed world. Sajid Premadasa said that under his plan, digital training facilities will be established in every divisional secretariat area all over the country. He also promised to set up presidential task force units at the divisional secretariats to implement the revolutionary development agenda. Another public rally was held at the Teldeni area in Kandy with the participation of a large gathering of supporters of presidential candidate Sajid Premadasa. A group of SLF peers also joined the campaign, extending their support to the presidential hopeful. Another rally was organized at the Talatuya area in Heva Hatter. Sajid Premadasa said that he will be committed to safeguard the country's sovereignty and territorial integrity. The presidential candidate noted that he will set up a separate authority to handle small-scale exports crops in the country. He said that due to re-exportation, certain crops, for instance pepper, have been dealt with a severe blow. The presidential hopeful emphasizes that soon after his ascendance to power, he will scrap the re-exportation process of crops that can be grown in the country. He added that his future vision aims to cultivate all agricultural products in the country instead of importing. Presidential candidate of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna, Gotabaya Rajapaksa, says he is committed to create a prosperous country, improving agricultural sector.
විශ්වයපුරා විහිදී ගියා බුදු ජන ජයරාවේ අපි වෙනුවෙන් අපි අතරම නැගෙන බලාපොරොත්තුව මේ ජනහද දිනු මහින්දනම් උතුම් සොයුර ඇසූරේ ගුණදම් පිරු අභිමන්දරු කොටාබය නාමේ වැඩ කරන අපේ විරුවා බෞද්ධිමට පෙමින් සවදා රට රකින්න කෙනෙක් වේනම් ඒ ඔබයි උතුම් මිනිසා.
Addressing a public gathering in Kadugannava, the presidential candidate made the comment. The event was attended by opposition leader Mahinda Rajapaksa and several other public representatives. The public gathering that had been arranged to uphold the victory of Gotabaya Rajapaksa was organized by parliamentarian Mahindananda Alutgamage. Gotabaya Rajapaksa said the current government has completely neglected agriculture and the plantation industries. He noted that certain errant traders mix low-quality tea with good tea to obtain maximum profit prior to importation. The presidential hopeful pledged to curb such malpractices. He noted that such errant activities have led to the loss of international demand for Sri Lankan tea. Gotabaya Rajapaksa said that the prestige and reputation of Ceylon tea was always safeguarded under the Rajapaksa government. Presidential hopeful also vowed to create a safe, prosperous and a dignified nation. Presidential candidate Gotabaya Rajapaksa also attended another public rally held in Nivitigala. The event was organized by parliamentarian Premalal Jayasekara with the view of securing the victory of Gotabaya Rajapaksa. Addressing the gathering, he stated that the Ratnapura town will be made the hub of gem business. The presidential hopeful noted that the licensing process of gem mining will be simplified and new technologies that help to mine the sites protecting the environment will also be launched. Presidential candidate Anura Kumar Dissanayake says the intention of the National People's Power is not to market poverty but to eliminate it.
සිහින අප අපගේ
හෙට දින සමගේ
හෙට දින සමගේ
සිහින අපගේ
එක්වෙමු අපි සම එකසේ.
Anura Kumar Dissanayake made the comment at the public gathering that was held in front of the central bus stand of Kandy. The event had been organised by the chief organiser of the JVP in the Kandy district, Dayan Charakaherat. Anura Kumar Dissanayake said each and every citizen should be granted with housing and health facilities along with a quality education for the children. The candidate pointed out that a large number of people still remained deprived of such primary necessities despite the repeated promises of the politicians. He attested that they already have meticulously formed plans to truly develop the nation. Meanwhile, the presidential candidate attended another public gathering that was held at the Rikilla Gaskadavala area in Hanguranketa. Addressing the gathering, Anura Kumar Dissanayake said the wild political culture that prevailed has left an impoverished nation and wealthy politicians. It is acceptable that politicians prosper in a booming economy. The exact opposite is happening in Sri Lanka. Solely that should be enough for the people to reconsider their political views. Pointing out that it is futile to expect traditional politics to change, Anura Kumar Dissanayake invited all people to join hands for a radical change. The Sri Lanka Transport Board states that 1,100 buses will be deployed to transport ballot boxes to be used in the presidential election. Meanwhile, special police security will be provided to the post offices that distribute official polling cards. The Postmaster General states that more than 75% of polling cards have already been distributed to the voters. General Secretary of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party, parliamentarian Dayasiri Jayasekara, says the Central Committee of the party has decided to remove the SLFP organisers who attended the rally led by Chandrika Kumaratunga.
The General Secretary stated that acting organisers will be appointed to their respective areas. Dayasiri Jayasekara said all who try to contravene the laws of the party will be subjected to disciplinary action. Replying to questions raised by a reporter, acting president of SLFP Rohana Lakshman Piyadas said the videotapes from Chandrika's rally will be used to identify the SLFP party members who were present at the occasion. He further commented that timely action will be taken against all who violated the codes of the party or meddled with the decisions of the Central Committee. General Secretary of UPFA Mahinda Amaraveera said the program to strengthen Sri Lanka Freedom Party has already been launched. According to him, presidential candidate Gotabaya Rajapaksa has pledged to protect the SLFP in all circumstances. Mahinda Amaraveera also remarked that President Maithripala Sirisena will actively continue his duties as the president of the SLFP even after the presidential election.
The Cabinet of Ministers has granted approval to purchase liquid petroleum to address the gas shortage in the country. Accordingly, 12,000 metric tons of liquid petroleum will be purchased by the government. The Ministry of Finance has taken an immediate measure to realize the transaction and gas will be supplied to the market in due course. Meanwhile, the cabinet approval has also been given to provide relief to journalists who received intimidations. Accordingly, 78 journalists will be compensated as per the committee recommendations given on the matter. The committee was appointed to inquire intimidation caused on journalists in between years 2005 and 2015. The court today ordered to further remand former Defence Secretary Hemasiri Fernando and IGP Pujit Jayasundara. The former Defence Secretary and the IGP are accused of not taking precautionary measures to avert the Easter Sunday terror attack. Hemasiri Fernando and Pujit Jayasundara were represented before Colombo Additional Magistrate Priyantha Liyanage. The magistrate ordered to remand the two suspects till the 19th of this month. While considering a revision application filed by the Attorney General, the Colombo High Court previously suspended the order given by another court to release them on bail. Accordingly, they were remanded on the 9th of October. Governor of the Northern Province, Dr. Suren Raghavan, says the Tamil diaspora in foreign countries is ready to invest 2 billion rupees in the province and provide 600 billion rupees to establish cooperative banks. The governor highlighted that the Tamil diaspora has a positive impression on Sri Lanka at present and they are ready to support the ongoing development activities. He also noted that during the last 10 months, investments to the tune of 60 billion rupees were attracted by the province. Speaking on the Jaffna International Airport, Dr. Suren Raghavan said that many airlines have declared their consent to fly to Jaffna. He pointed out that 17 international airlines fly to Chennai and Bangalore. The governor said that all the international airlines can now visit Jaffna as well. The Met Department announces that several spells of light showers will occur in western, Sabaragamuwa, central, southern and northwestern provinces. Showers or thunder showers may occur at places in the Uva and eastern provinces after 2 p.m. Misty conditions can be expected at some places in northern, north-central, Sabaragamuwa, central, eastern and Uva provinces, particularly during the morning. The depression in the Bay of Bengal Sea area has developed into a deep depression. It is also very likely to intensify into a cyclonic storm and move north-northwestwards during the next 24 hours. Heavy showers or thunder showers, strong winds and rough seas can be expected in the above sea areas. Naval and fishing communities are requested to be vigilant in this regard. Showers or thunder showers will occur at several places in the sea areas extending from Puttalam to Hambantota via Colombo and Galle. With that, we end the local segment of Prime TV News. Now we move on to Biz News.
The Sri Lanka Tourism Promotion Bureau has given greater visibility of the Sri Lankan tourism brand throughout the world travel market that was held in London. More than 180 countries and around 5,000 exhibitors showcased at this mega event, attracting visitors from all parts of the world. The World Travel Market is the largest platform in the tourism sector, which connects with leading tourism industry stakeholders in the world. This is the first time in the history of the event that Sri Lanka Tourism Promotion Bureau has tied up as a premier partner.
With that, we end today's Prime TV News. Prime TV News returns tomorrow. And in the meantime, make www.itnnews.lk your go-to source for the very latest in news at home and overseas. Have a pleasant day. Good night.